Assalamu alaikum all parents. This particular video tutorial is about using Microsoft Teams as a learning management system and to attend online classes from 20th May 2020. City School has created email accounts for all the students who are studying in City School so that they can log in onto our learning management system, which will be a continuous process from the next academic session as well. So after receiving your students or your child's email account, what you need to do is to access the Microsoft Office 365 website, which is accessible from going on to this link. Once you reach this website, the first thing you need to do is to log in into your child's email account. In my case, this is the child's registration number .tcs@csn.edu.pk. Now I need to enter the email account, which is the password of my email account, which is provided to me by the school. And when I sign in, the first page that I'll come across will be where I have to update my password. So I have to enter the current password which is provided to me by the school, and then I have to enter a password so that nobody else can access it. So let's say I'm entering a password for my child. Now this should be a strong password. Strong password means that it should have a digit, a character like @ hash signs and other signs. So it has to be a combination of numbers and words, and it should be of at least 8 to 9 characters. And make sure that when you change this password, you save it somewhere so that you don't forget it. So when I'm signing in now, what does it say? It says the password has been used too many times, so you may have to make it a little harder so that people cannot guess it. So I will say I'll try this which I have entered. Yeah, now that password has been accepted. So I need to write down this password being a parent so that I don't forget it. And if you have 3 children, you should have different password for every child. Now the next page is very important. What happens is people at times forget password. They write it down somewhere, then they forget it. So there is a procedure through which you can recover the password of your child. So that there are 2 procedures for that. Number one is to use your phone as an authentication device. So we would suggest that parent should use the phone authentication, select the country, and should enter their mobile number which they are currently using, so that in case a child forgets his password, you can recover that password by entering your phone number and you will get a verification code. So I have entered my mobile number over here. When I click on text me, a verification code is going to be sent on my phone. So I'm just going to see if I get that verification message on my phone. Now I have received the code. It's 858626. When I click on verify, it has checked that it has been verified, and now if I ever forget my password, I will simply enter my phone number and I will get a verification code to change my password. I'll click on finish. Now I am signed in into my account, and I will see the list of products which are accessible to me. Now the first thing we need to do is to access the Teams right now. There are multiple things available to your child, but we need to access Microsoft Teams. So here I see a list of all the softwares. I can simply click Microsoft Teams here, or I can simply go to teams.microsoft.com to see or to access Microsoft Teams. There are both ways of going there, but since you're doing it for the first time, I suggest that you go from Teams or you can simply go to teams.microsoft.com. When you enter it, you see now I am automatically in my child's class of Microsoft team. Now here I need to explain you how this whole thing works. You can even download this particular Teams app on your desktop as an app, and you can even download your Teams application on your iPhone or your tablet or your Android phone, and the child can simply access the Teams account by using their official email address and the password that you have saved. Now when you land on this environment, now this is somewhat similar to Google Classroom that you use, but here from now on we will be using Microsoft Teams as a standard LMS throughout the academic session. Now what happens is, it is very similar to Facebook. Now I am a student of class 5T, my child, so this particular environment is called the LMS environment. I am currently in the post section. If you could see, there is a scroller over here, and I can see different messages sent to me by my teacher, and my teacher has sent me hello class. He has given me notifications. He or she has even uploaded a video, so I can simply reply to my teacher, hello teacher. I can even reply to this, all right teacher. And here teacher is saying that I have uploaded a video lesson. How can I see it? So if you just click on it, a pop-up window will appear and you will automatically see that video running on your screen, and you can see it number of times. You can increase the volume, you can decrease the volume, you can do anything. Now similarly, I'll go back to my Teams menu and I'll show you that how are you going to see what content has been uploaded by teacher. Now the videos are uploaded here. Here you could see there are different tabs on the left within the class. This is a general class where you have the links like files, assignments and grades, but you have a link for English, you have a link for math, you have a link for science, you have a link for Urdu, which means every subject teacher who's relevant to that class will be uploading videos and sharing information, sending notification and post to the students in the relevant subject tabs. This general tab is a generalized one, and these English, math, science and Urdu are specifically for these subjects. So science teacher will upload his content over here, everything will be uploaded over here. If you go to general, this file menu contains a list of all the videos and the files which are uploaded by different teachers in your child's account, so you can always go and click on it and use them. Now in order for you to see, normally a teacher uploads an assignment and it appears here. If you could see, there are 2 assignments over here which are uploaded. How can I see them? They are coming in the post section. So if I go to the assignment tab, I can see that there are 2 assignments and the due date is this. How should I attend them? So if I go to this worksheet, it will have some information about it. It says write an essay in 200 words. Now how am I going to make an essay? Where should I write it as a student? So here you have a button called add work. You click here. On this screen you have an option that if you have created that file on your computer, you can make it in Word and upload it. But here you have another option which says new file. You can simply click on Word document. You can give it a name, say RSLV assignment. Right, and you can say attach. Now this file is there, but this file is empty, so you have to enter information. So if you click these 3 dots, it will say, do you want it to open in Teams? I will simply click on open it in Teams, and this will open MS Word on this environment. I can simply click on edit document, say edit, make changes right here using Word. I can simply type my essay, Pakistan was founded by Quaid-e-Azam and simply, for example, if I have completed this, I can simply close this, and here there is a button, because when I close it automatically gets saved. So when I click on turn in, it will automatically be turned in to the teacher. And if I go back to the assignment, I will see I can go to assignments from here. So it's not appearing here because it has now been completed by me, so it has been sent to the teacher. Now there is another assignment which I have to attempt, but it has points. So how do I attempt it? I click here. It says it's a geography quiz. How do I attempt it? Again, I will click on three dots. It will say, do you want it to open in Teams? I will say yes. And here there are some questions which I have to answer. So I'm trying to. What do you think will this? Punjab. I'm just giving the random answers. What is the capital of Pakistan? And submit. So when I'm submitting it, since it was a quiz, I can immediately see my result, and I can see my wrong answer. I can even see my right answer. It can tell me everything. So this is how you can attempt a quiz. Once again, let me remind you that the assignments can be seen from this window. An assignment can also be seen just by clicking this button. So I'm in this class. I click here, so I will get the list of all the assignments which have been given to me. Right now there is no assignment available because the ones which were due, I have already completed them, and I have already submitted them. At times the teacher gives the feedback also when she checks the assignment. So when if you want to see the feedback of the assignment, you go to that assignment, and here you see the feedback of teacher, and you can always benefit from it. Now what happens is, in order for you to see what my grades are, I can simply click on the grades tab, and I can see how much points I got in a particular assignment and who has done what. So it's everything which is available here, and you can see. Now in order for me to ask a question from a math teacher, I have to go in the math tab, and I'll say, ma'am, I need clarity on this topic. And it will go to the math teacher, and she can reply. Similarly, if you want to send a notification to your English teacher, science teacher, Urdu teacher, you can do the same. Even you can attach any file and send it to the teacher from here if you want to, just by clicking this attach button, and you can upload a file from here. Attach, upload from my computer. The most important thing, how to access online classes. In every student account, there is a tab over here which talks about calendar. If you go to a calendar, you will see the online classes links which are available to you. And you can see different variations of this. For example, I can see that from tomorrow at 10 a.m. I have a class of English. At 11 a.m. I have a class of math. At 12 p.m. I have a class of Urdu, and at 2 p.m. I have a class of science. So if that time has come, so I should be ready 10 minutes prior to the class. I simply have to click on this class. Here what I am doing, I am trying to go into the calendar and trying to find the online class link which I have to join. So I just have to click on this class, and there is a button over here called join. When I click on join, I just have to click the join button. I should disable my video, and I simply click the join button, and the teacher will let me access after some time into the class, and I can start the class. Once the class is over, I will hang it up. Alright, and then I can go to I have to go again to my calendar. If I have to go to my math class or science class, I can simply go to that date, click on that class, click the join button, and go into the class. Now if you see, this is the calendar of 8th May. If I go to the 9th May, I will not seeing anything because Saturday, Sunday we don't have classes. But if I go on 11th, I could see the same schedule. So in order for a child to see and access the online classes, they have to go into their calendar, select the relevant date which is automatically selected, and then you can simply click on that particular class and click on join button. This is how you can join the class. Also, when a teacher creates a class, it automatically pops up in the post section of the relevant class grid. You could see here you have English class, it says the class. If you go to math, you will see the math class. So in two ways you get the notification of online class, once in the post section and the other and the next place where you could see it is the calendar section. So this is how you have to use Microsoft Teams for attending online classes and for your children to see the videos and to upload the worksheets for the teacher for evaluation purpose. You can install this Teams app on your phone, on your tablet, on your mobile device, and students can log in by using their official email accounts. We wish you all the best for this assignment. Thank you very much.